What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down how to run a comeback route on the goal line, especially against this off-man 5 to 6 yards off coverage, okay? So we're going to be focusing on how to attack a DB's leverage, how to make this DB think vertical, and how we can get out of the break least amount of time possible. So I hope this gives you guys some value. But also, fellas, if you guys want to learn how to run every single route on the route tree against man coverage and zone coverage, the specific techniques you need to do when you see man, when you see zone for all routes on that route tree and double moves on the route tree, check out that very first link in the description for our advanced route tree product. All the routes that you can run, learn how to run them, the exact steps of each route, like fourth outside, third inside, for example, against each specific coverage that you see. Hope we get you guys on that soon. Let's get started with this breakdown. So this route here from Rondale Moore, you see how he kind of attacks this DB leverage, sells vertical with those eyes, and then snaps this thing off and runs a comeback, okay? So now we're going to break this whole thing down to an entirety, and this is something that you guys can do a lot of. See guys like Stephon Diggs do this a lot, so this is going to be a great thing for you guys to take a look at. So he's inside shade, right? So what do I want to do in this case? You obviously want to attack his leverage. That's always something that we want to do. A lot of people would probably be like, well, you got to run a comeback. He's inside shade. Why wouldn't you just go to the outside and run it? Because all he's going to do is the second he sees you run to the outside is get hands, force you to the sideline, and then the quarterback has like less than a yard to be able to fit this ball in there. It's got to be an absolute rope. So we want to do the quarterback a favor. We want to leave this space for my quarterback. So what do? I come out with this kind of like, some people call it a squirt release, right? Really all it is just you're attacking his midline. You're squaring up the DB. You're attacking him. You're trying to get him to sit on those heels because you guys got to think like a DB. Now, as a DB, you're not going to backpedal on the goal line because then you could just hook up right there, quarterback give you the ball, and then bam, we got a touchdown. Easy money, especially when we're in tight inside the 5-yard line. So as a DB, you don't want to lose any ground. You don't want to backpedal. So when I attack his leverage right here, I want to make sure that I keep a good range to where he can't get hands on me. The only way he gets hands is if he lunges at me. So I attack that leverage. I kind of give him this little settle. I get his feet to stop. I change that tempo, and then I burst up to the back corner. Now, selling with your eyes right here is a great way to sell vertical, right? We're making this DB think that we're just going race to the back corner of the end zone. We attacked his leverage. We have all this space to work. Quarterback's just going to put this thing up with some air and drop it in that back corner, right? So that's what we want to sell right here with my eyes. Now, it's very important when you guys peek back, it's just a little glance. You don't start chopping your feet because you lean back. You never want to lean back on a peek back technique. You always want to keep a good pad level. All you're doing is just glancing over this left shoulder right here or your right shoulder. So when you're in that position to actually make this break, you can still keep that explosive position and snap it down because you see how low he's able to get right here. The low man's going to win. You see how tall this DB is and how low the receiver is. And this is not bad coverage from this DB. But when we're down tight, all we really need is a yard, 2 yards, maybe 3 yards of separation. Not even that for that quarterback to put that ball in a good spot. When things are in close like this, you don't need a ton of space. You don't need him to be 10 yards this way to be able to catch this thing. The inches matter on the red zone. So when I snap down and I get in this explosive position, you see how he drops his hips. What does he do with that second step? He pivots that second step, hooks that third step around because it's a comeback. Now, when we get in that explosive position, the whole point of that, everybody thinks that routes are all about, oh, you got to run and slow down. You got to slow down, right? Yes, you decelerate 100%. That's not incorrect, but you want to make sure that you're focused on creating energy. Let's create energy at the top of the break because now look what has to happen. We got to win that race back to the ball. We got to be able to create that energy, turn that energy into acceleration. I got to pump my arms and I got to go run to that ball to win that race with that DB. And you see he goes up and gets this thing. That's a great job by Moore. Textbook route right there. Selling vertical, attacking leverage. Let's watch this thing again, full speed. So comes off, attacks leverage, bursts up vertical, eyes, snap this thing off, and accelerate back to that ball. Great route. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave those in the comments below. And also, guys, if you want a full video on every single route you can run against man and against zone coverage, check out that very first link in the description for our advanced route tree. It breaks down every single route step by step. Hope we get you guys on that soon, and I'll see you guys next time.